Salutations, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Colecast, the podcast for all of us. I'm XLJ, the OG, and you can see I got the whole family with me here today because this is a very special episode of Colecast. Of course, we just did our 100th episode of Pro Wrestling 60, and tonight on this episode, we are going to be celebrating PW60. We're going to pull back the curtain. We're going to reveal to you some behind the scenes, how the show all started, how we all met, and so much more. And as you can see, I've got my whole family here with me. I'm joined, of course, with my brother from another mother, Mr. B. Roll.
Wait, so you didn't need like my whole life story? Because like I have like prepared from childbirth to. I thought you were like I thought we were going deep into the background, like puberty
Not
and
that
everything.
deep of a cut. No, not that deep of a cut. Unless you want to. Like I just need your social security and your birth certificate if we're gonna do that. But, no. Of course, also joining us is the American Cream Dream himself, one Husky Rhodes.
Yo, what's up?
Doing good, brother. And of course, our family is not complete without our queen, our tribal queen, Bree. How are you?
I'm alive. That's how I'm gonna put it.
Yes, alive and well.
Very sun-kissed.
You got a
Yeah,
little fella?
this is a sunburnt face.
Bree was on a kayak earlier today.
How many beverages did you have, Bree?
None.
None? Okay.
Nope,
Just join Mother Nature.
Sunburn. I don't know if y'all can hold on.
Oh,
It's
she's red as hell.
Oh, Lord,
yeah.
woman.
Yep.
You're
It's
like
bad.
me. I'm a lobster. If the sun
Yeah.
touches my fair skin, it's like ah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
And also joining us is my other brother from my other one mother, one Michael J. Duplessis.
What did you?
You have a lot of mothers, and your mothers get around.
Not even from
Now,
himself.
buddy. One of those mothers is yours. Anyways, and of course, we got to have our father figure here at PW60, your friendly neighborhood dad hat. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. My question is this, though. To celebrate, did you provide cream pies?
There we go. There
Yes,
it is.
I didn't
That's
ask.
awesome. That makes me happy.
I get to be part of this.
Somehow her face is red.
It got redder.
3 minutes in, folks.
I get to partake
My
in a
part
cream
here
pie
is done.
discussion.
And as
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Great show. Thanks for coming. Oh gosh.
now it's between World Championship Records and Cold TV, I don't like being in between the two parents. That makes me happy.
You're in the timeout chair, bitch.
You.
Michael, you roll to your room right now.
You're on top of me.
I'm in my room.
You got the little kid in the timeout chair.
Turn and face that corner. You think of your consequences, young man.
Crazy.
I think my consequences 16 years ago. Why do you think I'm in the chair?
Wah, wah.
4 minutes in. Got the cripple joke. I'm happy.
He got one in. And also joining us, speaking of fathers, speaking of daddies, my
Sup?
daddy and the rest of America's daddy.
Daddy's home.
That's Calvin P. What the fuck?
Big Papa Gal.
Yes. I'm feeling good. I'm lactating. I just had some Selena Gomez Oreos, and I'm ready to party.
How are those? Like, it's just straight up Oreo, right? There's nothing special about it.
No,
Right?
it's
yeah, I
cinnamon chocolate cream.
Oh,
Cinnamon and chocolate.
oh,
It's
give me
not
that.
bad.
I'm
Gimme
a
that.
little confused, but I would try it. I'll be
They
a
have-
huckleberry.
And they have been kissed by an angel.
Sounds like Mexican
Yes.
hot
If she's
chocolate. I'm here
known
for
to
it.
put cinnamon sugar on her Oreos, she has a lot of like weird food combos that she eats. Like
Oh.
Selena Gomez is she also likes to put pickle juice on her popcorn. Fun fact.
How do you know all this about Selena Gomez?
I watched a YouTube video where people tried weird food combos, and it was
Ah.
and a bunch of people were like, "Selena Gomez likes this. You should try it."
She puts like cinnamon on like raw chicken gizzards and eats those with a spoon.
Fuck.
People in Texas are weird.
There you go.
Texas is a weird state.
She fries chicken gizzards with cinnamon toast crunch is the fucking pattern.
So
She's
apparently,
at home
cinnamon
and she
is
tells her
way.
significant other, like, I've got the cinnamon tonight, honey.
But yeah,
Oh,
but yes,
no.
that's the popcorn on pickle juice. It was also a strange combo that she likes that I like.
That's
That sounds like hell to me.
Yeah, I
I
can
like
see
pickle
that,
juice.
but yeah, I like pickles. I don't know. That's the
I
difference.
drink pickle juice for fun.
Yeah. Already, we've learned so much about Selena Gomez on this episode, but I think it's time you learn a little bit more about the origin stories of PW60, how it came to be, because it's a very interesting one, I think. So first off, B-roll and myself, I had already started my YouTube or started Cold TV here, and B-roll was helping out with some stuff like for a video we were doing on Hangman Adam Page, and he went with me to a Dynamite show, and that's how the wrestling fandom started for B-roll. And then next thing I know, he's doing this thing at the time. I don't even really know what the kids are doing. This TikTok thing. I'm like, what the hell is that? And of course, it's kind of ironic. The guy who has like a YouTube channel and is trying to utilize social media to get a following don't even know what the hell TikTok is. Or that's not entirely true. I knew what it was, but I didn't know what Wrestle Talk was. If that was a thing or anything like that. And I think B-roll, if I remember correctly, you kind of started off doing those history of wrestling videos, right?
Yeah, I did those back in the day, and
He done did those things. Did you come visit
done did
me?
those things,
Yes,
and
sir.
now you're
Done
now,
did.
now you're lucky if you get a post out of me.
I didn't know you were still alive.
Unless you tune in every Monday night.
I didn't know he was still alive until we did PW60 last week. I was like, oh, okay.
He's a busy man, but he's always
TJ Friday.
That's hilarious.
But you kind of got me onto like the whole Wrestle Talk thing and stuff, and then you started getting a big following. I think you hit like 1,000, and then the first time I ever remember meeting anybody out of this crew was when you did a live, and I was with you, and that's the first time I met Dad Hat. And that was kind of like opened my eyes up to this whole Wrestle Talk thing, because we had you were doing a cool live. You were at my house, and we were just watching like wrestling matches I recommended, and I remember meeting Dad Hat.
That was a fun live.
I think fun. Mike, you were on there too, weren't you?
Yeah. That was a fun live, and we were sending matches into the comments.
Yeah, we were just.
That was a long time ago.
I know, right? Like a lifetime ago. But I want to ask you guys, like, kind of what got your start into the Wrestle Talk community? Because I mean, I know mine's different. I know B-Rolls is different, but like, how'd you guys kind of get all on to Wrestle Talk and kind of meet each other and stuff? Do you remember Husky? Do you remember Dad Hat, Bree, Mike?
I remember.
Okay, so how'd you get started?
Well, I got started when I was in the facility when COVID started. And one of my CNAs was like, hey, entertain yourself in your room by downloading TikTok. And so I was like, okay, whatever. And then I found a few bigger creators talking about her wrestling. I was like, okay, this is a thing and I can do this. Like I can talk about pro wrestling all day. And the day I started my channel, made my first video, Dad Hat started his. And we literally met each other on like our first days on Wrestle Talk within like the first 24 hours. And we were building our channels together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I remember like I was like, okay, cool. This is a thing I can talk about, and I grew up loving pro wrestling, and it was back in the day where it was, I'm gonna post a question, and people are gonna make videos and respond. Oh, yeah. I miss those days.
Question app.
Stitching.
The button.
Yeah, but like I remember like Husky popped up and started responding to a bunch of videos I was doing, and I was like, well, he's cool, he's smart, we have a lot of opinions, he's coming with us.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad had told me about Husky. He's like, hey, he's joining the crew. I was like, okay. And then we had another guy that hung out with us.
Before some dumbass people grab him, he's coming with us.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And then we had another guy that was with us.
Yeah, shout out to Wreck by Wrestling, wherever
Yeah,
wherever he may be.
Oh
Wreck by Wrestling.
yeah, that was like the
Whatever.
original like wreckage crew, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like us four making questions, talking to each other. And then we got picked up by a jackass.
Oh, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that
now.
here.
Now.
Yep.
Now, Charlie Brown. We'll get
And then
there in a
it
minute.
wasn't actually shortly like us four hung out and then Bree jumped in. We're like,
Oh,
oh,
it's
okay.
like it was like I had seen Bree posting stuff even before I made content.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Like,
So,
I downloaded TikTok the first time they were threatening to ban it in like 2021 or whatever. And I was like, all right, let me see what this is before Baby Dick tries to take it away.
Dangerous.
So I'm looking around on it and I'm like, oh, okay, it's just either a bunch of children dancing, food porn, or like random clips from TV shows. And I'm like, okay. And then I saw, I forget who it was. I want to say it was either Wheezy or Heel Kevin talking like wrestling stuff. And I was like, oh, there's this side to this. Okay. Still don't plan to make content, but like, cool. There's some other shit that I can watch or whatever. And then I found Wrecked and Dad Hat first out of everybody. And I started replying to them. And both of them were like, yo, dude, you just start making shit. And I was like, sure, okay. So I started making stuff, and then randomly it like just started picking up. And then I was doing my gym progress when I was like first starting my whole thing. Nearly smacking myself in the face with a cell phone at 7 o'clock in the morning as I'm sweating balls outside of a random gym in Savannah, Georgia. But yeah, and then, you know, got to 1,000. We were hanging out on lives for like every single show. It was like Raw's on. We got 5 people in boxes fucking hanging out being jackasses on the internet.
That was the goal back then. You like get to 1,000.
Literally all it was.
We didn't care about a lot of thousands. We wanted to get to. We didn't care about like hundreds of thousands. We wanted to get to 1,000 to be able to go live and talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Like we didn't think to be like, hey man, let's just like create a Discord and just like hang out in a Discord. Like,
remember the days when everybody would do videos supporting each other, like, oh, let's get so and so to 1,000. Like that was the thing. My God, that was so long ago. It's like it's crazy to think it was that long ago, man.
Like the kids that are on it now have no idea about like
the
actual like support system that we had.
Yeah.
It was crazy. We had it was weird. Like people were breaking off into these like weird factions, but everybody was all like still cool.
Yeah.
Like it was like gang warfare in reverse. Like it was
it's almost like you were in high school again and whatever.
We're the theater kids, but we're gonna support the jocks.
It's like
Except for 2 guys who were on the top, and they both ended up being assholes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they both ended up being perverts. That's right. Yeah.
And we're going to talk about them. But Best Gal, I want to ask you, because your kind of journey is a little bit different, because you had actually done like social media stuff in the past before, right?
Yeah, before this, I had a fairly successful music blog. I've been doing I've been trying everything, YouTube, Instagram for years, and then I found TikTok, and I didn't really have a click ever before running into you guys. I did run into Jano's Wrestling, and we started the Gout Foundation. So that was which lasted a little bit there. No, oh yeah, dude, missing in action wherever
Shout
you
out.
know.
Hey, we love you, brother. We miss you. We know you're a busy man.
$10,000 reward to find him.
But yeah, I think it's fascinating how we all how all the different wakes from life that we come from, but what bonded us and brought us all together was our love for pro wrestling. I can tell you this, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but what and what
and cream pies.
and cream
pies.
Love cream pies.
I'm gonna count.
Yeah.
Agree.
I was gonna say I didn't give how I started.
Oh yeah, I want to hear like yeah.
Way to go!
Thanks for
Way to go,
forgetting about
XLG.
me,
You,
guys.
the
Sorry.
one female.
I know. Well, you guys got to talking about cream pies and stuff, and
Hey, you forgot the female? Never mind. I'm not.
Like, not to shade anybody, but that's not the first time I've been forgotten on my show.
Damn.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Oh!
Ugh.
Oh, I feel it. Oh,
Cream pies.
Cream pies. Back on. But no, how did you get
It makes
started
it
on
better.
on
I thought she was about to say that's not the first time I've been forgotten in a cream pie.
Oh, dear God.
Damn.
Oh, this is a fun one.
Oh my god.
I broke her.
Oh my god, that's insane.
No.
I had cream pie this morning. I'm not even joking.
Anyway,
I start every morning with a cream pie.
I was gonna say before I said that like when I started, I downloaded it. It was only because my kids were doing stuff on it. And I was like, oh, I'll try it out. Like I didn't even think about wrestling at the time. I was like, oh, I want to be one of these cool music people that like lip sync to songs and all this other like music related stuff, thinking I was cool. And those videos now are so cringy to watch. But then I think it was Infamous Opinionist. There was like a couple. There was
I
like
remember
Axel
him.
Bootman.
Yeah.
Like there was a few of the bigger ones that like I really like watched and like, and then sadly somebody that we'll talk about followed that person and yeah, I'll stop there.
But and I apologize immensely, Bree. I'm a jerk. I just once again, y'all got me going on the cream pies, man. I was just thinking like frosting cream pies, chocolate cream
Can we
pies.
just do a whole like Colecast on cream pies?
I think we need to do a tournament.
Cream pie
pies.
tier list.
Yes.
Which cream pie is the best? And we'll have
I swear
best
if he
count
doesn't
on
get
it
the
as well.
cream pie right now.
I think he's going to get cream pie right now. But we'll have
I'm
best
pretty sure
count on
he
with
is.
this.
He's gonna
He's
come
gonna
back
tell
with
us
a plate of
about
fucking pie.
cream pies that we don't
Personally, my
even know
vote would
about.
be for strawberry.
Anyway, so what brought us all together, of course, the cool thing is like pro wrestling, our love for pro wrestling. I don't know about you guys, but to me, I felt like for the first time, were you grabbing cream pies? We feel like you were grabbing cream pies.
Why would you say that? Why would you have that assumption about me? I'm in no way predictable.
Oh, there you go.
You're as freaking predictable as I am crippled.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Christ, and oatmeal cream pie on a cracker.
Speaking of being predictable, I bet you got a jar of Vaseline next to you too.
100%. I know it. I can smell it from here. Yep. Yep.
All day, every day.
All day. You know I got that thing on me.
But no, what I was gonna say is I for me, honestly, like this whole with like Wrestle Talk, as cool as it was, like I felt like for me it was like the first time in my adult life where I truly felt kind of like accepted for being a pro wrestling fan. Because I feel like years past, you talk to people and be like, "Hey, what's your hobbies? What do you like?" You know, I watch pro wrestling, and you kind of say it with a little bit of hesitate, and then you get the whole like, "Oh, you watch pro wrestling," but like I completely. That's the coolest thing that I felt like was just like I finally felt like I could be my true self. You know, after so many years on this earth, so like, to me, that was like the coolest thing that come out of it. But as things progress, you know, we start, you know, kind of developing our friendships and stuff on TikTok and whatnot. Let's talk about it. We all kind of got hoodwinked and bamboozled.
Except for me.
Certain network, except for you, Best Scout.
Except for me.
You're a lucky one.
Before
You're
okay,
one of the
before-
lucky ones that dodged that bullet.
yeah.
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 Before we go there though, can I just say, like, because a lot of us started around like the same time, and like I remember when Best Scout added me, that was like one of like the first ones where I was like, oh my gosh, Best Scout Machine followed me.
Aw.
Yeah.
He has a lot of followers.
Compared to
A
other
lot of-
people, I didn't have a lot, but yeah,
A lot of
I
people.
follow the good ones.
A lot of people want to touch his taint. I'm just saying.
That's instantly
Anyway,
what I thought.
instantly.
This episode's gonna get flamed.
Very
Yeah.
with that. So all right. The fucking question. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. Like, all I knew is B-roll was talking about, like, hey, the first time I ever met him, ever knew anything about this was actually Forbidden Door weekend, the very first Forbidden Door. So we were going to Forbidden Door in Chicago, and B-roll was like telling me, like, hey, there's this guy, I follow him on TikTok. Do you know Panda? I'm like, Panda? Like, who the fuck? What are you talking about, Panda? Like, didn't know him, anything. So met him for the first time. I think it was at a Warrior Wrestling show we met. And B-roll can attest to this. He can attest to this. First time meeting him, I was like, there is something fucking off about this guy. This guy is fucking weird. Like, I just, like, I don't know. I don't know. There's something off about this guy. And boy, oh boy.
With your gut. We should have
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after meeting him, I think like maybe after that Forbidden Door weekend, I think maybe like a couple weeks later or a month later or something, he talks about like forming up his own network and shit, and like getting all these other shows on there. And honestly, at this point, like I was still kind of developing Cole TV, and we were just doing kind of like wrestling vlogs and this and that and the other, and never really thought about doing a wrestling podcast before. And then when he presented with this, we were like, oh, this is kind of a cool idea. So we decided to go ahead and hop on and join the journey, and thus that's how Learning the Ropes was born. I was so excited when B-roll like came up with the logo the first time and stuff, and sent him the information, and it just felt like kind of like just not reciprocated at all. Just like, okay, guys, let's talk about it. What were your first thoughts about the piece of shit that we all now know as Panda?
That I knew more about wrestling than he did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I got that fight. I could totally sense that too as well.
Yeah.
Bullshit content. Okay.
I knew that one of our first lives with him. I was like, okay, this guy is smoking my ass, but I'm gonna go with the journey because the homies won too. Because at that time, fun fact, I was actually talking to the other jackass that got canceled while joining his.
You can say it. Who was the other jackass? Are we talking?
Tesh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was
that
supposed
fuck.
to, Tesh wanted me to do stuff with him and Santi. And like him and Panda had done stuff in the past and they didn't get along and I was stuck in the middle. And I would do these lives at night with Tesh and he would drunkenly talk about Panda and then I would have to do PW60 stuff the next day. It was awkward. It was I had an
I was
interesting
going to say
journey.
heal Josh.
Oh, no. So we joined. Well, I at least joined TikTok right after the Hill Josh stuff started.
Yeah.
It was like I joined like the week that happened and the week the stuff that Cody dude said the stuff about Bianca. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this now.
Yeah. When I
And
joined,
then you found
all the
us, and then you're like, okay, all right. Not everybody's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
I mean we are, but we're
We
not,
are. I'm not saying
we're non-problematic.
Yeah,
but
we're good people. And then
what we're learning here is it's good that all of us found each other.
Yeah. Jackass. Yeah, and then I think it was Husky who brought up the Wreckage Crew podcast because me and Husky had learned that we were both fans of deathmatch stuff with our homeboy Wreck. He was like, "Hey, we're gonna do this thing on Panda's channel. You want to be a part?" I was like, okay. I was like, I can talk about deathmatch stuff all day.
Yeah, like deathmatch thing for the Wrecking Crew podcast was Rex's idea.
Yeah.
Because it was like, that was like his shit.
Yeah.
Like, that was most of the stuff he watched. So it was like that, me being kind of the intermediary, kind of like being in deathmatch stuff and doing more of the like stuff, and Dad Hat, who was not at all like versed in it. It was going to be kind of like what you were doing with learning the ropes for him, but with deathmatch stuff.
Oh, okay. I did not
Initially.
know that.
And
That's
then,
what it was initially supposed to be.
and then
He
for me,
only
it was
did 2
Shanna brought up-
shows.
What? Sorry.
Because Rex only did 2 shows. He did the first 2 episodes and then he bounced.
Yeah.
And then we were scrambling. We're like, all right, who's going to be our third? And we got Zach Monstar to do like 2 episodes. And then he fucking ghosted.
Yeah.
So we were like, fuck.
Those were the most awkward. Those were the most awkward 2 episodes of a podcast I've ever sat in on in my life.
Yeah.
Dude, like I barely knew this fucking dude. I don't know what to fucking ask this guy. Like,
I feel like I messaged Husky like, what the fuck did we get ourselves into?
yeah, I know, dude. We talked about it. Like, we were like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, it's like he's Matt's boy. So, like, whatever. Like, he's down to do it, I guess. And then he just stopped talking to us, like, out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, dude.
We're like, we'd
And,
be
like, I
talking about
follow him.
this, and then he'd go.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
And, for me, at least, Matt brought up the idea, hey, want to do a Friday night watch along for SmackDown? Okay. He was like, let's get Brie and Ginger. I was like, okay, fine with me. That works. But I was like,
Is that how you started on the PWC? Was with the watch along, Bree?
Yeah.
Because I thought you were on. I thought you were over on Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, you guys did the.
Well, yes.
The Wolfpack.
So, like, at least how I remember it was at the time before, like, I thought I was like when Matt was talking about like starting it up, and like I heard all these other things being announced. I'm like, what the fuck? Why haven't I been asked to do anything yet? Because I was kind of getting pissed. And then John had asked me to do the Wolfpack on there, and I don't know. Was that the first time we started talking, Justin?
I mean, in great
name's
detail,
Justin?
we had exchanged like some messages here and there, but nothing
Yeah.
like.
Hey, brother.
Because like originally it was supposed to be us and then Dad Trainer, but then he didn't do it, and like we got a couple episodes in, and then when I had to like not be there, that's when Jax filled in, and then like we added him in, and the rest is history. And now it's dead.
And then later, one of us was having a second child, and another jackass tried to take my spot. So, I'm sure we'll get there too.
Well, oh yeah, holy shit, yeah, that did happen during all that, wasn't it? Yeah. So I remember like the whole process of starting this, and it was just so wishy-washy. Like we were waiting for like a fucking the key or the pet or whatever to do the fucking thing in StreamYard. And I remember you and I were just going back and forth, like, what the fuck? Are we even gonna do this or what? Like this was like we didn't even get anything till like the last minute. Like literally, I think that the wrestling couple, which shout out to them, we love you and miss you dearly. They were on before us.
Stuff.
Yeah, they're doing stuff again. We saw them
Yeah,
at Squared Circle, so it was great seeing them. So, matter of fact, we talked about doing a Huckleberry with them down in Tennessee. So,
Yeah. There was a bunch of shows that way.
Yeah, there was a ton of shows. So we were like in the Sunday night lineup. So it was the wrestling couple went on first, and then it was us following them.
Russell and Dur's Raw.
What was it? Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
just Russell.
Yeah, just Russell. But here's the thing. Me and Jano's Wrestling were actually invited to join him on that show, and the day of was when the shit hit the fan with Panda, and we were like, oh, never mind. I have something I got to do that day. Sorry, Russell.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And then Husky, didn't you join him a couple times?
I did like
Oh,
one or two.
Yeah, Jackson John, I
John
think, did.
I did one or two of them, and it was just sitting there while Russell got shit hammered live on camera. Like,
And
I'm like,
if
dude,
he had,
just
and if he
suck.
had a female on, he would always make perverted, offhanded comments to make him feel uncomfortable. Yeah, fuck him
It
too.
explains why they're
What?
best friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, he can
I
get
used,
fucked.
to, I, used, I used to love Russell, but like honestly, got everyone. And no offense if somehow you're watching this, I still follow a couple of people from there. But if you stayed on that channel, I look at you so side-eyed to this day.
Oh, absolutely.
Which I don't think it
Yeah.
still exists, but I don't know if it
They
does.
they
Does
were,
it?
it was still like a month or two after. Because sometimes I peek in.
Oh,
But like for like maybe like a month or so after the shit hit the fan, there were a couple of people still doing stuff on there, and Russell at one point was so.
Well, doesn't surprise me. He's fuck him. Sorry, I said what I said. I don't care.
Yeah.
Um,
oh, I have a funny. Well, speaking because you guys said that you had met Matt. I met him one time because being from the same state, we don't claim him no longer, thank God. We ran into each other at I think it was a SmackDown one time, and it was him and Russell. And also, this is when like Tash, Wheezy was there, and because like I was so associated with the PWC, like he was like, "Oh, Wheezy's this da 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 da." Like, don't go over there and talk to her. And like it was just, I don't know. I got the bad juju vibes.
I hadn't even heard of Tesh till he got canceled.
Oh, I have
apparently
I
knew who
have a
I was.
test
I'm
story.
like, okay.
That's
Justin
hilarious.
knows this one.
Oh, I
Like,
do.
so this I don't know if I've told this on the air or not, but fuck it. So I'm at SummerSlam, and he is actually like a couple rows like ahead in front of me, like in his area, and there's like a beach ball going around. People are doing, and then he grabs it and he pops it like because he's getting all attention, like oh the heel. But the thing, this is what I remember the most, which was fucking hilarious to me. He sat next to a guy, and he's talking to him, and I can't like hear all the conversation verbatim, but I can catch most of it. And he pretty much more or less talking about how he's a big thing on social media, blah blah blah. But what stuck out to me, he asked this guy who had no idea who the fuck he was, "You want to take a picture with me?" What the fuck? Who fucking does that? Yeah,
Dork,
fucking
man.
dickless egomaniac. What the
Fucking
fuck?
Oh,
dork.
the ego.
That's sad.
Oh, the stories I could tell about his ego.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like, and the guy didn't reciprocate. His guy's just like, "Fuck you! I want to watch fucking Bailey and Nia Jax. I mean,
Yeah.
give me some BBL. I don't give a fuck about you, you worthless fuck. Look at these big booty Judies in the ring, man. Fuck you."
Dude, I damn near sent you a video of Nia Jax stink facing someone. I'm going to be like, should have been me.
But yeah, that was my little
That's
douchebag story there of him. But Justin, you said so. They said earlier, like, so yeah, I forgot about that because you guys were in the process of having your second child, and so what happened there?
Well, we were on a different channel. This was after PWC.
Oh,
and
this
we-
is after the PWC. This
This
is
is
with that
after
other
PWC.
stupid fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about him in a minute because I got
Yeah.
my thoughts on him.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the fallout here because I mean it started off kind of strong, but every week I don't know about you guys, but we always felt like, what the fuck are we doing? Because it just felt like, we're here, but it's like you're not. And I tell you what, really was the straw that broke my camel's back, or the camel's back for me,
Camel toe.
was
You have your
fucking
own
the
camel?
I do. His name's George. But no, seriously, what fucking did it for me is just how they were like pretty much. I felt like they weren't treating B-roll right at all because he was busting his ass for them. He got them a deal with fucking Warrior Wrestling, which was a really big show here, like a company here, and like they were airing his stuff on his fucking Twitch feed or whatever, and it wasn't like a thank you, nothing. Okay. And then also because of B-roll, they ended up getting a interview with Chris Van Fleet, and they included him in on it. But I remember him telling me about the behind the scenes of it. And it was just like, it was Panda was talking about just how like great he is and shit. And it's just like, fuck that guy. Like I told him from day one, I just had like just odd feelings about it. So from there, I can remember this because this ties into PW60. So we met in January. We sat down in January of that year. I forget the year, but having a serious conversation just about the channel and our goals and stuff. And B-roll can attest this. We were already talking about leaving the PWC because we were like, we're fed up with this. This is fucking stupid. But the reason that we decided to stay was because of you guys, because we didn't want to lose like doing stuff with you and stuff, which in retrospect is so fucking stupid to think like that would, you know,
Yeah,
that would
that wouldn't have changed shit. If
exactly.
we wouldn't have done the fuck shit and you guys would have left, we still would be working with you.
Right, exactly. But we just decided, okay, let's see where this goes. And of course, I think there was like when he talking to Mr. Kennedy at the time or something too, and supposedly he's supposed to be doing something with him
You
or
were trying to
whatever.
get Ken Anderson to do
He
a
did.
show.
He did the interview with Ken Anderson.
But he was talking like he was going to come onto the network and do a
Yeah.
show.
Oh yeah.
That was
He
what he was telling
did
me.
he's twitched him. He played like live. He played video games for the PW6 for like 1 week.
He did like one show.
Yeah, he
and
did
then
one
all
show,
of
and
it,
that was it.
all of it.
Then that shit hit the fan.
Yep. So, just for kicks and
Because
giggles,
fun fact, Anderson hit me up when that hit the fan, and he was like, "Hold up, what's happened?" I was like,
just for
things happen. We're all jumping. You can stay if you want to. I ain't gonna hold it against
Oh
you.
boy.
Yeah.
What was that, B-roll?
Yeah, what was that?
Just for kicks and giggles, I looked up the old channel. There's only 2 videos still on it. It's the 2 interviews.
Oh yeah, and also the one that we got with Jay Fidel that we did, and it was just kind of like we fucking got that, and like we put it on our network, and we were willing enough to share it with him, and it was just kind of like he was playing it off like it was all fucking him. Like that's when I was just like, I'm fucking over this egomaniac's fucking shit. This guy's a piece of fuck. He's a piece of shit.
I hated his TikTok. I'll be honest. I absolutely fucking hated his TikTok.
TikToks came out as a douchey asshole. He'd always
Caffeine
come
free
over.
diet John Oliver.
He didn't do any. Yeah, exactly.
Point
he
to the
didn't do any content. He just sat there and was like, "Boy, I got another big follower. That's all I talk about."
He never actually put anything fucking original out. He was fucking piggybacking off of all of us. And then you find out like the shit that was going on. Like, not that he was making a ton of money, I don't think, or anything, but like still he was making fucking shit off of us. And then like, go ahead, Husky, lay into this motherfucker.
Okay.
We're waiting to hear this.
His is going to be better. I have a story that I've never shared.
Okay.
Well, Bree might know this because we were in that same group chat. Well, when my wife was pregnant with our second one, right? Like he's born in February. Like it was around Royal Rumble time, and he decided to send out a message saying, "Hey, I'm going to use some of the money that we've made to fly someone down to the Rumble." Well, B-roll had been nice enough to make a like wish list thing for me, where like my wife and I could add like bottles and diapers, and I told him, I was like, I appreciate it. I'm never gonna ask or beg anybody for something. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it, but it was up there. So when he said that, I said, fine. I said in a voice message, I said, fine. But also what you can do, you can buy us some fucking diapers on our wish list. If you're going to spend all that just to fly somebody down to that. And he got real pissy about that. And then finally he was like, I ordered you some diapers. And it came, and it was literally like the smallest pack that he could buy. Like,
Lord.
What a bitch. Bree, you got some good stories on him, right?
I got yes. I mean, you guys probably know it, but since I think it was after the fallout. It was like May 2023, my first GCW show.
I remember this.
I don't know if I knew he was going to be there or not, but somehow he ends up, I see him, I was behind the building. I start to walk up and get in line, and then I see him, like in like the distant parking lot. And so I had voice messaged John. I was like, somebody's here. And then come to find out, he ends up right behind in line with me, like up behind in line. I'm like, I just felt super uncomfortable because I was like, I don't know what he's gonna say. I don't know if he's gonna try and say anything to me or do anything. Like, I don't know. I just felt really uncomfortable. And so like I just kept like talking. And then he somehow overheard me and started trying to start shit on social media because of that. And
Yeah, I remember that was in our group chat too, I think.
yeah.
'Cause you-
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because Justin, you sent it to me because I think he had me blocked. Like you sent me what he said,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What the fuck? Like you're the piece of shit, and I have a right to speak up if I'm feeling fucking uncomfortable."
Yeah. But yeah, but let's talk about the ending here and Husky.
See?
I can't. Have at it, brother. 'Cause nobody can articulate this as well as you, my friend.
Okay. I said this
Here
all
we go.
in when TikTok was gonna get banned this last time. I had made a 10-minute video going off about this,
was
and it lasted
glorious.
all of 3.5 minutes before it got pulled. So I ended up getting involved with someone in the Wrestle Talk community. Okay. I had some mental health issues. I couldn't give it the time that it needed, so I backed out. Dickhead here hears about this because that person went to him and they started fucking around. Mind you, he was freshly married,
Mhm.
all of 2 months at this time. So I find out because said person said to me that it was going on, and I lost my fucking shit. Like, I flipped the fuck out. I also find out from some friends of the show that during the Royal Rumble, he was doing this with another person
In the community.
in the community,
Who was part of the channel?
who was part of his network, and basically having phone sex in someone's bathroom, and apparently turned the shower on while they were doing it. So it went on for so long, it set off the fucking fire alarm in their house.
That's my favorite part.
Well, that's probably because he couldn't get his little tiny dick to work. But anyways, I digress.
1,000%. Well, the person that I was involved with initially also told me that he had scammed hundreds of dollars from this person. So I take all of this information and I send a message to everyone that's still involved with the channel. Like, hey, here's what's going on. I'm the fuck out. Y'all can do whatever you want. I'm done with this shit. Goodbye.
You know what
I was literally at the point where I was like, fuck it. And like, no offense to y'all, I was literally about to fucking block everybody and disappear. Like, y'all were never going to see my fat ass again.
But what I love is our family, our friendship. It was instantaneous. It was a mass fucking exodus.
Dude, it was immediate. It was immediate. John called me and goes, "Hey man, you want to roll up on him? I got guns." And I'm like, and I go, "Dude, I live in South Georgia. I could find one quick." Like, I got like 5 homies that can give me one, no problem.
Oh, I think it was also like all of us, without saying it out loud or publicly,
was ready to
all
leave
already
anyway.
said,
We
like,
were all
gonna-
fucking done anyway
Oh,
because
yeah,
he
we
wasn't
were.
doing shit for the channel.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We were doing everything and he was fucking off.
So I was about to quit myself.
Don't quit yourself. You're too good to yourself for that.
You're funny. But I was.
But
You
you and I had
rolled out quick.
conversations about it.
You rolled
there
out
was
quick.
There was, yeah, it's funny. There were some things that were happening during the the Friday night watch along where I was just like, I don't feel like I'm appreciated here. Like this guy talks down to me. Like I'm
Yeah.
And then it was like 3 days later, Husky called me as soon as everything dropped. And he's like, hey, this is happening.
I'm pacing around my fucking house, and I'm like, fuck it, I gotta call Mike.
Conversation. And he was.
I call Mike, and I go. I almost said, "You sitting down," but I was like, "Wait, never mind." Stop moving. Listen to what I have to say. This shit's about to go fucking sideways.
When he called me, he was red faced. I was like, "Oh
I was
shit!"
fucking throwing shit. I was like, I was about to kick holes in the fucking walls. I was ready to fucking go.
Okay, what's going on? Because I thought it was family stuff. I was like, all right, what's going on? And then he told me, I was like, let's go. I'm out. Let's do this.
I was like, I'm sending a message to everybody, and he goes, all right, let's fucking roll.
And it was like 20 minutes later, I called you, Jeremy.
Yeah. You called me, and I had just talked to Hambone. Had called me before you, and I was getting all the info. Yeah.
Because I was literally in that bathroom when I called you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is...
His shower was running too, just so you know.
Bree, what do you remember about that day?
I try to block it out because I was just kind of ready to get the fuck out anyways, because I never felt like appreciated. Not by our little group, our little show.
But that tiny penis fuck. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Like I just felt like I don't know. Long story short, I just felt like not appreciated at all. Like my opinion didn't fucking matter. So I was like, fuck off.
We're all talking about this. We're all talking about like our PTSD with this shit. And I love Best Scouts down here eating a cream pie. He didn't. He was this close to being a part of it, but he was like, nope.
I found out through a message from Jano's Wrestling. Left me a voice message. He was like, man, I'm so happy we didn't do that show on Panda's channel. We decided to do this on our own because shit's hitting the fan right now.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. There's another story. I forgot to mention this one too. When we were, I think this was B-Roll and I's first, the first time you were at All Out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This was your first time there, so it was like kind of exciting and stuff for you, and I was happy to take you and like kind of experience that with you. So the big thing was that we were gonna do because we do the show on Sundays, so we were gonna do live from the Now Arena after the show. We were gonna do a post show, and I mean that's fucking cool. I think like nobody else could do that. That's a pretty cool concept. Well, fucking joking, laughing, numbnuts thought it would be a good idea that same weekend to fucking stream Clash at the Castle, and of course that got fucking taken down, and the network got taken down for like a couple of days or whatever. He got in trouble, so we couldn't even fucking do our thing. So we ended up doing a live on TikTok, and this is going to kind of segue into another piece of shit I'm sure we're about to talk about, because B-Roll can attest to this, because from this live, once I did it, I didn't really know the guy, but after that, I'm like, that guy's a piece of shit. And I'm talking about that stupid bearded fuck, because we were doing a live, and what the fuck? Was Super Beard? Is that what he fucking calls himself or whatever? Yeah. Mr. fucking Super Beard.
Dumb
fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, there's only one Super Beard, and that is the Best Scout machine.
Damn straight.
That's it.
We're talking about the show and stuff, and this fuck comes in and just starts taking over the live, essentially talking and just shitting on all the matches, talking about the crowd. It's like, motherfucker, you weren't even here. Like, you don't know what the fucking crowd is like. You can interpret it all you want. And that's when I told him, I was like, okay, that's another guy who's a piece of shit, like Panda. I was like, nothing to do with him at all. So as soon as like the whole shit, like with this, once the Panda stuff is solved, you guys kind of unfortunately got into that shit with him for a little while, right? With Geeks and Noobs or whatever. What was that shitty experience like?
He tried to swoop in and like act like he was this big savior.
Yeah, big savior complex on this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he sat there and tried to say that he fucking trained Cody Rhodes.
Oh, I remember hearing
You
stories.
dumb
that
motherfucker. No, you
I
didn't.
didn't hear
much
anything
bullshit.
about these tall tales of this stupid fuck until we were going to SummerSlam and Jay was telling us all this stuff, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like something about like he can control his own heartbeats or something like that.
Yeah.
Isn't that-
Yeah,
yeah.
so he can. So he doesn't have heart attacks.
He doesn't have heart attacks because he can control it.
Yeah. Also, that he was honorably discharged from the army because of an injury. When we found out he was arrested for like TV situations.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He said he trained and wrestled at FIP, and he wrestled
And
like
TNA.
CM Punk and Roderick.
Yeah, he said
TNA,
he said he worked
and none of
security
it-
for TNA.
And none of it checked because Jay had done stuff with, or was familiar with TNA because he's really good friends with Teo, who was in the first match there. On TNA.
First singles match in TNA history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, also Teo is in the Friday Night Movie Just saying.
But and I know some people who have worked in the Florida area during the height of FIP, and they all are like, yeah, we don't know him. Like we don't like.
It's just a weird thing to make up too. Like, why would you even fucking make that up? Like,
But can I go the fuck off?
Please, please, King, go off.
You have my permission.
This is a session where we're
Smoke his
airing our
fucking
grievances.
boots, Mike. Do it.
Do it.
So, Bree and Ginger tell me, hey, we're doing the Friday Night Watch Along still, but we're doing it on TGN. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. I don't really know the guy, but I'll join. We'll try this again. From episode 1, every time I would get on StreamYard, wouldn't say a word to me. Did not acknowledge me. Did not ever say hello. But as soon as Bree and Husky or Bree and Ginger got on the screen, he was all conversations. And then, without asking permission or getting to know me, the cripple jokes ran.
Fuck yeah.
He would try to question on everything I knew about wrestling, like I was an idiot. And it's just like I would have to pull up facts to let him know, hey, I was right. And he didn't like that. And every time he was proven wrong.
How dare you question my authority? I'm gonna go jerk off my shiny dick.
I personally, Vince had me quit almost twice while we were part of TGN Networks, and it wasn't for Bree and Ginger. I would have. Because Bree is, again, I got 3 of my best friends on this screen right now.
Oh, thank you.
With Husky, Dad Hat. No offense to the rest of y'all. If it wasn't for Bree, Dad Hat, and Justin, or Bree, Dad Hat, and Husky, I would not be doing TikTok stuff.
I'm ultra beard.
You guys are in the trenches together. You know, like you said, you started out together. So, man, I could totally get it, brother. But we tell you all these stories of stuff. Yes, because it's like we've trauma bonded. But out of all this negativity comes the light. Go ahead, buddy.
One more negative thing. And this is going to be just simple, and I think it's going to show the type of person that he was and how it all started. But how many got or were asked if they could loan him money?
Oh, yeah.
I know one person, and
fuck him. Then he told
I
us
did a video for him, and he did not credit me.
Yeah, that's what he did.
That pissed me off.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
So,
a beast, but
closing words. Fuck you, Panda. You can suck my dick.
yes. Sing it loud, sing it proud.
Eat my ass, you fucking dork. You put me in therapy, you cunt. Die in a fire.
I think that sums up that period of time frame for us all.
My wife is giggling.
Good.
Good. At least
She's like, ooh, honey, we got to invite him over.
Yeah.
So
Really, could really use cream pie about now.
I could use
Yeah,
cream pie.
bacon one.
Yeah, I think we all could use a nice cream pie. So I mentioned we had a meeting back in January where we were talking about going ahead and leaving the PWC and other stuff we wanted to do. Well, at that same meeting, that is this very same meeting where the concept of Pro Wrestling 60 was born. Because I remember B-Roll talking like, hey, you know what? Because here's the thing, I got to give credit where credit's due. PW60 starts with B-Roll. B-Roll's the one who came up with the idea of we should do a weekly recap show. And I gotta be honest, at first I was hesitant because I was like, man, we're already doing so much, and that's gonna be a lot of work and stuff. And then we kind of got to talking, and I came up with the idea of like, okay, what if we make it kind of like a daily show for pro wrestling fans? So it's like, okay, you do your stories, but then you have like different vignettes and stuff in between. And then we got to thinking like, oh, this would be something cool to bring on some people like our friends and stuff to do stuff with this. And then pretty much once the shit with the PWC happened, that's when it was like, okay, it's meant to be. So let's do this. So I can remember like messaging all you guys, and you all were in like from the dealing with the panda, and we brought a lot of friends in too, who weren't involved with the PWC. You know, like shout out, of course, to Best Scout, and shout out to Brian from Brian's House of Random, and Sienna, and like so many other like coming on board and was like excited about doing this. And like we didn't know exactly what it was going to be, but we're just like, okay, we know we're going to cover the big stories in wrestling, and we're gonna have some comedy and stuff in between. So and it was cool, like working with everybody kind of to their own gimmicks, you know, like so Dad Hat doing like, oh, he'll do like dad tips for the kids, and we'll tie that in. Of course, our tribal queen Bree, she's gonna give us her knowledge, and of course Mike loving indie wrestling, and Husky looking hot as fuck over here. He's gonna do some hot takes, and of course, Best Scout with his amazing sense of humor. We knew we were going to get some funny stuff out of
Celine Dion.
What the fuck?
Actually, okay, wrong person.
Who said that?
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
Wait,
That's why I was confused. I was like,
Celine Dion. Celine Dion.
that was a different artist.
So I'm glad you said that, because I've been going through obviously pulling footage and stuff for the upcoming special we got here, clips and stuff. I'm putting you on the
I'm
hot
so
seat,
tired.
Scout.
All right.
What happened to Shania Twain? I think you literally did it for the first 50 episodes.
She went
And
on
then
tour.
just one day.
One day that is the question.
That's the question.
Honest to God, I was like, can I really keep trying to find a way and an excuse to yell Shania Twain in every video? Because occasionally it got kind of like, this is a bit of a stretch. And I was like, you know, I don't like doing I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. I like to try to keep as fresh as possible with my humor.
And
So
your
I just, yeah. So I put a gun to the head, but it's not gone forever.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna need
That was a
some.
funny part.
If we have
Now
learned
we're
anything
episode 101.
from-
I think Shania
Yeah.
Twain needs to come back. I'm just saying, maybe.
If we
But-
have learned anything about the Goutverse, is that it is vast and deep.
It is very.
There's a world where it's still going. I will say though, and it's in my brain right now. It's in my brain. It's not gone. It will reappear.
Thank God.
I
Well,
think now
here's-
it needs to be Celine Dion.
I think that would be Celine Dion.
Celine Dion!
Here's the
I'm
funny
like,
story.
fuck, he's gonna clip that damn thing. And me with all my heart. And Celine Dion.
So here's the funny story how that all came to be, because I don't think that was Gout's original intention.
No.
Because what happened was he sent me the videos, and I was cracking up at the Shania Twain thing, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna put this in multiple times. And it's just like people just gravitated to like, oh my god, that's hilarious. And people were making comments on like the Shania Twain. It's like, okay, we got to do this for a little while. So
Now you're making me want to go back to doing it.
Do it. Or I think
Well,
You
I
gotta
think
give the people
Celine
what they want,
Dion
brother.
needs to take off.
Yeah, it's okay. See, because what the people, what's great is they can go back and watch. Because really, Gout's videos, you do have to classify them as like the Goutverse because there has been storylines that we have followed
Yes.
throughout his videos.
I love the fact that like that you came to me that that one time you're like, hey, I got this idea for this Gout universe, and I want to start doing this. I'm like, yes, please, I can't wait to see this. And I think at the time, if I remember correctly, you really didn't have like a kind of ending in mind, did you?
Not at all. It was just sort of like maybe a little bit, and then like in my like I don't write any of this down. It's all in my head. Eventually, I tweaked it until I finally like have a conclusion, and then the next year I was inspired, and I was like, aha! And then I had a conclusion, and then I changed my mind on the conclusion, and then we have this year.
Yes. Mm.
Can I break some news real quick?
Sure.
Los Garza are the new AAA Tag Team Champs.
Who?
Los Stars.
Los Garza.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, the AAA show is going on. I completely forgot about it.
Oh, Lucha
Right.
Chicken.
There's just so much wrestling, and we like
That's
forget.
hilarious.
That's what I love. That's what I love about everybody's like everybody, and that's the thing too. I think from our past experiences of like working on shows and doing collaborations and stuff, it's like it seems like okay, there's always been issues and stuff, but there's never been an issue from day one with PW60, and I think it's because it's like we all love each other. Number one. Like we're all a big happy family, and what I've loved the most about this show is just working with you all and like everybody's creativity. Because that's the thing, like may have an idea or something we throw off of each other and stuff, It's like, and it's all like, when we started this, I didn't think like, there was going to be certain stuff that takes off, like with Bree with her tidbits, and they're pretty much either Austin Theory or Wardlow. But I mean, they're great. They work. They're awesome. And I just love the fact now with our tribal princess is now involved in them too. So that's freaking awesome.
I might have to have her like sit down and like just do one herself.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yes,
That's gotta happen. That's
yes,
gotta happen.
please.
And then I love Mike too, man. Like Mike's always got wrestling on his mind. Like just now, just breaking that. Like we're doing this thing.
legit. This is all I think about. Okay.
Yeah.
Not no more. I got it hooked on other shit.
Yeah. Stupid
Heroin.
Stinking Survivor.
Survivor of all things.
Well, they have a show on Wreckage now on Survivor.
I know. I love it. I love it.
Season 2 is really good.
I'm about to say, doesn't watch our channel.
Well, that's another thing too, with like everything you got going on, Dad Hat, too, with like Wreckage and stuff. Like that channel is just taking off, and it's amazing all the cool stuff. So I think it's cool, like what we've all done. I mean, not only like PW60 with World Championship Wreckage with Cole TV, is we're showing you like you can do collaborations and not be a dick. You don't have to like that's cool. Yeah, we don't. It's fun. We have fun doing this. Like listen to us, like this whole podcast. We've been having fun. Shoot the shit, recollecting and stuff. Guys, I want to ask you like what's been your experience so far, like of working on PW60 and doing stuff with us and like, do you have any favorite moments or anything that sticks out?
I do.
Okay.
Mine is every week you messaging me because I forget to send you things.
Every goddamn Sunday morning.
Hey, I got an idea for a dad hat dip. I know you do.
Oh, I'm so happy I'm not the only one.
Oh, right here.
Because I feel bad every week when I can't.
Same.
I love hearing from XLJ.
What's that?
I love hearing from you. Now, here's the thing. Then this is what makes my videos for PW60 special from my own TikTok creator views, is the fact that, for the most part, it's XLJ's idea, or he plants the seed, and then I come up with something from that. for the most part, like most of it. So it's different than like all my other stuff where it's all 100% me. This one is him, and I just take that and roll with it and touch it in all the wrong places.
Yeah, but you take it beyond above anything I could have ever imagined though. Like
So-
you
so-
like, oh my god.
So,
Like I
so
remember. Oh, go ahead, B-bro.
I heard XLJ and Planting Seed and Gout was involved, and
He planted his seed
and
deep
touch in the
inside of
wrong
me.
place.
I sprouted and spread.
I remember like a couple weeks. Jesus Christ! I remember a couple weeks ago.
Oh my god!
Oh Jesus! I remember a month. It may have been about a month ago. I came to you. I hit you up. It's like, hey, like we got to do something about the whole thing with AEW and like fucking Black Adam coming on. Like we should totally do something about like with PW60. And I remember just saying like, hey, maybe you got some toys. You can make something. Literally, Best Gout is on Amazon and buys some fucking Black Adam toys just for this bit.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Dedication.
That is dedication, yes, indeed. Yeah.
What?
Bree, what about you? Like, do you got any favorite memories on PW60 or anything?
I think it was when I started getting the idea to incorporate Riley into it too. Because literally, I'll have an idea and I'll be like just a minute before we record, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna start saying this, and then I need you to say this specific thing. Like this upcoming one, she calls Wardlow's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's fun to incorporate her because like she's just like even more into wrestling, like more and more. So like I think that's part of it.
Proud mama.
Mike, what about you, buddy?
When you hit me up about, hey, find indie shows and talk about them. I'm like, okay. I have actually found more indie wrestling companies in my area by doing those clips.
That's awesome. And you always come up with like some of the most random stuff. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
like, I didn't even think you even come up with stuff in our neck of the woods. I'm like, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, you're not the only person who has said that to me. You type out Pro Wrestling Live and then the state on Twitter, and things just pop up.
You found that Super Dragon match.
Yeah, when they brought back Pro Wrestling
PWG
Collective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was actually how I found the Oblivion Wrestling, the company I go to regularly now. I found that through doing PW60. If I had not typed in Pro Wrestling Washington, I don't think I would ever have found Oblivion Wrestling and gone to that first event on my birthday.
That's the one where Midnight Heat's usually at, right?
Yeah, the one that Midnight Heat talked shit to me, and they're actually really cool people. Yeah, that first show I got to watch Travis Williams versus Leo Rush.
Oh, right. Yeah, Leo Rush
live, and that was a really good match. And Leo Rush is a very tiny person.
Yes, I met him. I took a picture with him. He is like right below my nipples.
Leo Rush is one of the first people I've been able to talk to where I do not have to look up. Like I was able to look at him eye to eye. I was like, oh, I don't have to hurt my neck. That's nice.
Leo Rush is the only wrestler I've ever fumbled talking to for some reason. Like I kept like almost saying something I thought I said something racist, and I'd be like, well, what I meant was like I love you people, wrestlers.
Only you got.
That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
Husky, what about you, buddy? You got any good, any favorite memories or anything?
Just about how wildly wrong I am with some of the hot takes that I've put out.
It's funny when I was going through the clips, especially in the early days. I was like, okay, that was way off. Like MJ will.
I almost. Okay. Little
part of your charm.
A little inside baseball here on this. The first two that I got wrong, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it. I'm just gonna lean into it and purposely make them like way wrong just to be funny. Like MJF's gonna fucking go to WWE and win the Royal Rumble, like dumb shit like that. Like shit that's not gonna happen.
Some of them have
I
been
should do
spot on
that.
too.
I should do that.
Hmm.
Logan Paul works out a deal and wins the IWGP World Title. Like dumb shit.
He defeats Hiroki Goto. Oh God, let's not
He
talk
beats,
about it.
he beats Gabe Kidd and becomes the IWGP World Champion.
Oh dear God.
Who the hell is posting in the chat group?
Hey, Jeff Phone.
Oh, I'm not even.
I mean, okay.
Okay.
I guess I would skip Menards and go to Lowe's.
Oh, I'm gonna check this out.
That was talking.
That's another thing I love too. Is like our group chat and stuff, man. It's like
So great.
it's so lively.
It's only when I'm on.
Oh, I could get behind that. Yeah.
I can get behind you.
Hey, in a nice oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh
You look at
my.
the green pie box. That
And I
is.
could get behind him, and Husky could get behind me. And
Yo, I will say another thing I really love and I think it's cool about our show is how like because we're so across the U.S. like we're all over the place, and like a lot of times one of us will be at a show that weekend or something, and you guys like send us some footage from it and stuff, and we get it incorporated in the show. You realize since the show started, like we've got footage from WrestleMania 40 and 41. We've gotten footage from Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, All Outs, like a bunch of GCW shows. Like it's just
I'm going to an Oblivion show next Saturday. I'm going to get footage for you.
hell yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. But it's just pretty cool. I think how we're so like far apart, but we're so near and so tight, so close, and it's pretty awesome. What about you, B-roll? What's like as one of the as this is your baby, man. You put this idea out here. Like, what's some of your favorite memories here on PW60?
I know what you did there. You almost said founding fathers, and then you thought of young bucks, and you decided not to.
Yeah, no.
Honestly, so pulling back the curtain a little bit of which the viewers were going to see, because we're going to do behind the scenes of how like we make a PW60 episode and everything.
Yeah.
But like XLJ handles all the videos. I handle most of like the graphics and the slides and everything. And so on the videos, going into the episode, I have no idea what these videos are going to be.
It's an honest reaction you get every time with B-roll.
All right.
Awesome.
So honestly, I just each week I love seeing all the videos, and they make me laugh and sometimes cry, but yeah, no, it's really neat to get to see all the collaboration, and honestly just get to sit down and talk about wrestling for about an hour.
That's pretty
I've
cool.
also been able to co-host a few times when y'all call me in a third man. It's so entertaining to just get away from life for an hour. And just be like, okay, I can talk to wrestling with my friends. Also,
Don't ask me to ever co-host.
That's why I also love doing learning the ropes. Where I can just like, okay, not think and we talk.
Yeah, we can just talk wrestling, man. It's a beautiful thing.
I will be so lost if you were to have me on on the show.
I think we would get stuck on like topics and tangents and just like we go off on like
Nothing would
talk
get
about
done.
things.
Shania
We just talk about
Twain.
Shania Twain and cream pies and stuff for like 10 minutes, and you got to move the pace of the show.
Oh, by the way, I had this idea a while ago for an April Fool's episode, but we never did it, and I don't think we should ever do it. But I don't know if you remember it, but I was like, how about I do every single person's segment?
I forgot about that.
Pretend
Yeah.
to be them, but never happened.
I think you totally need to do that now.
Yeah.
Like, that has to be a thing.
Oh, okay. Light bulbs. I'm not going to reveal here, but after we get done recording, I got an idea. I think.
I thought me and Bebo were gonna go on a tangent the other day when we filmed because I got pissed off about something, and I was like, I need to get away and not talk about this because we're going to be here for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's hard too. Like for me, it's usually Terry Bollea, Goldberg, anything with Vince McMahon. Those are like instantly. I'm like, fuck. I just want to just fuck.
Oh, it was the Grande Americano thing.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
fuck.
I was like,
Yeah.
no, I can't do that.
I'm telling you, he's going to win the AAA Mega Championship.
I'm not gonna be shocked when that happens. And they
When
WWE the fuck
When
out.
you told me, Justin, that he was going to win Money in the Bank and do that, I was like, if you put that into the air and it happens, I might go to jail.
I would pull a CM Punk coming back at Survivor Series and stop watching WWE for another 6 months.
Such an iconic moment.
I'm out. I remember that too. You're like, I'm out. I'm out. Like it was like even before. I think your feed was before all of ours.
I was 3 seconds ahead of everybody.
We knew, like, okay, Punk is fucking back. Apparently,
I literally said, if I hear, I'm fucking gone, and I'm sitting there on the edge of my seat, fucking cursor over the fucking the exit screen button, like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right, guys, later. Click.
He just messaged me like, this might be a bit, or I might actually be gone for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, I need to think this out. I don't know. I'm gonna walk around my neighborhood and try and figure out life real quick.
It's great to watch WWE. It's great.
I feel like I messaged you about a hot
Fuck the
take,
Fed.
but I knew like this probably ain't gonna happen because he needs some time away. And you did. You took a little bit of time away.
I legit stopped watching every company for like 3 months.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. I just can't fucking do it. Everything sucks right now.
Yeah. There you go.
Today, tomorrow, forever. Fuck the Fed.
But I feel like that, like it's cool how like, because like I said, when we started this, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We were just like, we knew we wanted to do something with you all, and just how it's like formulated. And like now we got it down pat. You know, we take our notes, we format the thing. B-roll says he gets all the slides ready. I message all you guys. We do the videos and stuff, and it's also really cool too, because like at the same time too, it's like you know, we get to, you know, life be lifing, we be adulting, but it's great to talk to you guys at least like once a week or something, you know, and just see how everybody's doing and stuff, you know. So
you're the most. I message you more than anyone on Instagram, almost as much as my wife.
Aw, Mom, I'm
I
touched.
will say, even in my personal life, I think the 4 people I talk to most are Jeremy, Husky, Bree, and Deadhead. And I live with family.
Yeah.
I will wait. I will be sitting at work, and it'll be like 9 o'clock in the morning. My phone will
don't
go
put me out
off.
like this, okay?
My phone will go off. I will look down, and it is Mike DePlessis in a random indie match he found the night before.
Got it to Jeremy.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, me too. I'm like, oh, I didn't know this existed. Like, it's just like he's always finding stuff.
It's like, yo, check this out, and it's like Raven versus Too Tough Tony in a fucking bar in Brooklyn in front of 8 people. I'm like, who the fuck? What?
This is even.
How did you find this treasure?
Yeah, who'd you fucking pay off to find this?
Or like, okay, so here's an insight to like Husky talking. All right, I have an idea. And he's just like, what the fuck now?
It's like, what we got? What you got for me?
I feel like I'm the Bruce Pritchard. I'm the, okay, what if?
What if?
Well, like
hear me out.
I was just gonna say real quick, like today when you messaged me about your idea, I was literally in a kayak.
Yeah.
I'm so excited by that way. I don't even like horror movies, and I'm excited for this little announcement.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And if you need some help, Bree, hit me up. I'm more than happy to help you with that project because that's like definitely in our wheelhouse. Yeah. Shout out to Best Scout too. So, like, is it okay to say what you're gonna?
Oh yeah, my wife actually whispered to me, "Bring it up."
Yeah. Oh, did she really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
I know
Go
you put
for
the video out, so you got so it's okay to talk about it, or
Because I had not started on it, but it is in the we are going to make it a porn.
no,
No,
I
I'm
was
kidding.
talking about Bree. Oh yeah, your stuff too. Yeah, no,
Oh,
Bree's
I
got
like
a
talking.
cool plug. Yeah, but that's exciting too. But no, um, Bree, you talked about like doing your next show on Wreckage is going to be a horror podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
But since we already, is it okay to drop that information on here, Gout?
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm going on my YouTube. I'm going to work on a Halloween special.
Yes.
The Best Scout Halloween special. It will
And
be not movie length, but it will be longer than my normal shit, and effort will be put into it. And my wife, yes, my wife's pointing. She's gonna make all the background stuff, all the effects, all the
Oh hell yeah, sweet.
which
all the
Mom does an
kookiness.
amazing job with that stuff.
And puppets. There will be puppets.
Yes.
And it's going to be like
Yes.
it's
Give me
not going to
puppets.
be like it's going to be a different vibe to it too because it's going to be like kind of family friendly ish. It's going to
Yeah,
be
it will be. Yeah, I'm not going. It's something I'm like. Okay, you can show your kids this.
So no
nice.
cream pies, no mentions
No
of
cream
nipples.
pies. No penis jokes. Alabaster Lugosi will be in there, and he will be tame.
Very tame.
Tame, but
Very
No decadence in debauchery.
no debauchery.
But
Yes, sensuality. None of that.
None.
you know what you got to do, Gal?
I
Oh
still
my
want
God.
the
Okay, let me
X-rated
throw this
version.
at you. What if it's like his origin story, like before he became the detective?
I'm down for ideas. I have like a list of. But did I mention there will be puppets?
I'm so here for the puppets.
There will be
so here for
puppets.
that.
So here for the puppets.
We will promote the shit out of it.
Yeah. It will. And by the way, a small inspiration is Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, that Paul
Yes.
Rubens documentary, if y'all ain't seen it, it's incredible.
Oh
my gosh, it's so inspirational. But we've talked about a lot tonight on this episode of Colecast. But one thing I just love, we're already talking about like all these ideas and stuff, and that's one thing I love about our family too. Like everybody's so creative. Like I always dreamed about maybe making a movie one day, but I never would have got the gumption to do so if I didn't meet like Best Scout and Jay and B like and how that came to be and like we're gonna make a movie like where they gotta capture cum socks and stuff, and just the most absurd shit. But the real cool thing about this is months later telling Mr. Kennedy about the premise of the movie, and he's like, okay. He literally writes his fucking phone number down, like, all right, let's work some stuff together. I'm like, okay. I guess cum socks sold you on like Cole TV. Great.
Kennedy's a cool dude. Mr. Anderson is a really cool dude.
Yeah, he is a super nice guy. But it's just cool because like if I didn't meet you all, like, and I've said this before, I'll go on record, like you seriously all are my family. You are my brothers and sisters. You got me through so many tough times. Like I remember, going through like my divorce and stuff and how difficult that was and selling my house and just my life completely changed. And if I didn't have you all in it, like I don't know how I would have got through it, to be honest with you. And then doing this show and just doing all the different collaborations and unique stuff. And like, hell, man, like I got the privilege of coming out to LA and meeting Best Scout in person. And you just like being so friendly and your whole family, like just taking me in like I'm one of your own, man. So it's,
You've been in my house. You know what I smell like. We have touched.
we have touched, yes. And it was glorious.
Right?
We didn't do any cream pies though. So there was, but next time.
Darn it.
I've lost track. How many times have we mentioned cream pie on this episode? I'm sorry.
It's like
We need to count like a little
15,
counter
I
at the
think.
bottom.
Only once or twice.
Leave us a comment and let us know how many times we mentioned cream pie. But
If
no,
somebody counts, I'm gonna laugh.
I just want to say this in closing here. Like I can't stress it enough. Like meeting all of you and like just you guys, you're like it's just meant so much to me. And like for us to get to do a show together, and the fact that like we hit 100 episodes, and we're going to continue hitting plenty more after that and different plateaus and things. It's really cool to kind of look back and just celebrate. So who would have thunk it? Like a little thing through TikTok, it would have brought us all together and stuff. It's just amazing how the world works. But like you are some of the closest people in my life, and I can't thank you enough for the success of the show. But more important than that, just like your friendship and just like I love each and every one of you immensely. I can't stress that enough.
Here's the 5
guys,
more episodes.
Yeah. Do you guys have any closing thoughts here as we're wrapping up this episode?
Here's to
Selena
another
Gomez.
1,000. Selena Gomez. Here's to another 1,000.
Celine Dion.
Shanna Twain.
Yes,
Shania
Twain.
Oh,
Oh,
but-
I don't think there's a better way to end this than that, my friends. Well, thank you all so much, and once again, thank you all for the love and support you've shown us over the years with PW60 and Cole TV. Seriously, this wouldn't be possible without you all either. We can't thank you enough. We love you all, and Shania Twain.
Shania
Celine
Twain.
Dion.